Here we go. This could be the final map. Liquid have to give it absolutely everything they have here. The analyst pointed out the potential weaknesses here for Liquid. It's that B bomb side that seems to have vulnerabilities, especially against the lower buys here when on the CT side. But Liquid will be standing on the T side here. A lot of teams favor towards the long area, try and get the bomb down as quickly as possible. We'll see which way they're inclined. They send manpower towards that side of the map. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We'll see who can open up the frag. It will be a long focus here as Zipex looks to frag. He does a little bit of damage there, but decides to fall back. Long control granted, at least to Liquid for now.
Zipnix does have the crossfire established with his teammate as well. It's going to be Device on Car. And you can see the odds have shifted in favor of the Danes, the ferocious Danes who just can't stop winning. Liquid, this is their chance. Dust2 their map pick, and that's the bomb loose. A first blood from Zipnix. Device, the crossfire's perfect. A flurry of frags. It's just two men remaining. Naf and Nitro make it just Naf. He's got no chance. He's got no kills. He's got nothing. Just the one. And Astralis, they carry straight into Dust2 with another round win.
Well, there it is. Just perfect reaction there from Astralis. We said Long is favored by a lot of teams on this T-pistol. It's exactly that from Liquid. They managed to get out the doors cleanly, barely took any damage there, deliver the two smokes, but great coordinated play from Astralis there, boosting up on the bomb side. Zipex in position to look over those smokes, rails the first headshot. As you mentioned, the crossfire was just delicious. Look at it go. They didn't even check Device's position. They're all flashed as well from Glaive, and it's going to be a pretty much clean sweep there. As we'll see Liquid on the full eco once again. Fast towards short, it's a very common setup here on these sort of rounds, just trying to get the bomb down, and this is the area you're most likely to do so. But it's Device waiting at the M4A4, and he's going to do absolutely everything he can to deny that, but he goes down quickly. A chance here for Liquid now.
This could be the bomb plant at the very least. It does look like there's a Desert Eagle in play. Naf's got that. Where's the bomb? It's on the back of Naf, and he's low. He can't get across. There's flames separating him from getting that bomb down. That's cash, even if they lose. Nice work from Zipex to keep things level, trying to punch in the digits now. It looks like Astralis will let them. And this round starts to get interesting. M4, no Kevlar for Elige.
Bomb down, and the M4 delivering a brutal headshot there. Glaive down, as dupreeh will have to commence the retake at this point. Nafly so low, can he connect the dots? He certainly can't, and still a very good round from Liquid there. 2 kills, bomb planted. Could have been a bit more there with the M4, but they'll be happy with that. They're going to have a really strong buy going into that third round now. Even the AWP is available if they really want it. I don't think we'll see it so early on, but actually he does. Stewie 2K's gone for the glass cannon to kick things off here. He's not messing around. He wants to show how powerful he can be on Dust2 up against Device. As Jordan mentioned, this is one of the maps where he's just spectacular. They've got their work cut out for them if they're going to shut him down.
He was an innovator in the dynamic CT AWPing. He's always a nuisance, whether he's taking the fight B, mid, A, long, it doesn't matter. For now, though, Stewie, given the responsibility of the AWP and the bomb, so this just indicates somewhat of a slow play. He leaves commitment. Zipex, just the one. Naf does gain short control, and trying to confirm it. A missed shot from Device enables them to take that control, but dupreeh, he may not want to relinquish it for free. Has the support of his teammate on B. Naf eliminated, leaves them with just 3 players.
Yeah, they tried to go for a very fast approach there, and Device with balls of steel here. He's pushed out long with an AWP, Deagle in hand. He has full mid control.
So much info.
That's crazy. Now, does he know they're towards short or in the B tunnels? It seems to be absolutely confirmed. They're heading in towards that B site. They make their way in now, and Mage is so clinical. Holding these sort of angles, you can see why, as he gets 2 fantastic headshots there. He does damage to the third as well, and that's Astralis 3-0 up here in the second map. The pick of Team Liquid, and they recover that secondary AWP as well.
Device is pushing long.
That's insane.
With an AWP. Round, what was that, 4? 3, excuse me. Round 3, he's pushing long for info with the AWP. They're playing like this isn't a semi-final for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
That's remarkable. Look how strong this hold is as well from Aegis. They've got an brilliant pincer set up, and it's going to be 3-0 with a partial buy here. Barely that. This is borderline eco. A few upgraded pistols, 4 Deagles, and a scout for Elige, and he is very handy with that weapon, well versed in it for sure. As is dupreeh now, once again, picking up the AWP. We're seeing it more and more. I used to say this a lot about Astralis. They're not a team that necessarily even has the option for a double AWP setup, but Device, he'll open things up. That's a lovely headshot through the corner of the wall, and it's a 5-on-4, and once again, short seems to be the focus here from Liquid.
It's just a scout, I will remind you, and that does connect. Elige, however, brought down to 2. The flames hunting him down. He lives on. See if that damage comes back upon them. Glaive already coming to lock them in short. They can't leave. They can't do anything. Just dancing. He doesn't mind. Twist will pick up his teammate's scout, but no armor. No teammates, really, to speak of. Just Nafly. He's cleared out the tunnels just a little bit. No aggression there. Flash high. Liquid, they are feeling the pressure. Let's not forget, they haven't won a round in a while, Hank. It was Vertigo. They didn't pick up a single round on their T side. Now into the T side of Dust2, they still haven't got a round on the board.
And they had that great start on Vertigo as well. They had the 6-0, and they couldn't really do much of that. Now they've started off with a 4-0 deficit on their map pick, and Astralis don't show any signs of slowing down at this stage. It's round 5, a full buy finally for Liquid here. They had rifles and orbs before. Remember, Stewie, glass cannon, he can't be as nimble as he'd like. He still doesn't have a helmet here in round number 5, but at least had some Kevlar yet to frag. But Glaive, once again, pushing long. Astralis just throwing absolutely everything at Team Liquid here. It's stifling. If
you're Liquid, you have to respect this now. You're going to have to invest one of your players to just babysit long, regardless of what your mission is. For now, Naf is out on long, and I think it looks like Astralis are well cognizant of that. Instead, they've backed away, receding into the site. They don't have to take the fight initially.
They've got Device boosted towards short, watching lower B. Glaive to back them up as well. They might want to push a little bit further off this and claim mid-territory. They've given up long, so they're going to focus their efforts towards short. You might see a B push towards the tunnels coming in as well, considering they've given that part of the map up. We can see Twist buried almost in T-spawn, watching for that push. It's a very common one, and Dupree with the AWP might not be able to go for it.
And his weapons made the decision for him. At least I'd say that. Device perhaps ignoring that statement. But I did double check. So Liquid have, across 2 maps, lost 14 rounds in a row, Henry.
Yeah,
14, this could be the 15th. They need to get their mojo back, and it starts with a round win.
2 players still haven't fragged. That's a Legion Stewie, and it was a Legion the first half of Vertigo that just looked absolutely electric. But it was their T side that really, where they started to slow down. Didn't post a single round on their T side of Vertigo. Device still holding strong. This time not boosted. Drops down just to watch the short position. Stewie 2K towards the pit. They have all 5 players towards long here with 35 seconds remaining. They'll smoke the crossover. They'll flash as well. The option to fall back now is just not there. They cannot go to another bomb site. They have to commit off this. Time running down, and Zipex still has his incendiary as they posture outside the bomb site. A flashbang over, and I think that's going to be it. The full commitment has to come through.
The molly's perfect from Zipex. It's going to make things awkward. They have to jump into the fight or go through the flames. Nafi falls to it. Traded from beyond the grave. It's Zipex's flame. 4 versus 4. Magic's looking to catch them on the cross. They've only got 10 seconds. Stewie close quarters. Now the bomb's down, and Liquid are looking poised for their first on Dust2.
They absolutely are. Well recovered there. Well held from Liquid. Managing to get all the way to the mouth of the bomb site there. 10 seconds on the clock. One missed shot could have cost them absolutely everything, but they don't miss a beat there. It's going to be Dupree holding to the AWP, and it will be Liquid posting their first round on the board for sure, and it's a clean one as well. 4 players surviving at a round that seemed compromised. The fact they had all 5 players towards long, that is not good news. You had no time to go back and really assess your options. You had to commit off this one and land your shots, but they managed to do that, so no problem whatsoever in that regard. And Dupree looks like he'll be fine to save the AWP at this point. The money not quite as strong as you might think. They are going to have a strong buy going forward, absolutely. The double AWP setup is still safe, but it's going to cost them most of their finances here to fully invest in towards round number 6. Stewie 2K has got the best long spawn possible going to round number 6, and it's one of the few maps we can say is spawn based on the T side. Stewie has the AWP, perfect weapon to try and open things up towards long. As Chad said, that's where Astralis like to focus their defense on their standard gun rounds here. So we'll see if Stewie 2K can beat them to the punch as he jumps over the wall, makes his way towards those long doors.
So he does have the edge, and it does look like the fight's coming towards him. It could be an early first blood, and it's Dupree. The flash from Glaive, it didn't really matter. It was all the bullet. Despite the spawn, Stewie falls, and now they can punish off that. Look at this aggression. They're already up in tunnels. Nitro, he's not only got 1 fight, he's got 2. He's not ready for this. Knife out, and actually backing away. Zipex lives to fight another day. Oof, missed shot. Dupree will back away. Play the standard drop-down position, potentially. Still 2 AWPs in play. Let's not forget that. Numbers do favor Astralis, though.
They absolutely do. Towards B they'll go. They still have a couple of smokes here. If they want to use that at the mouth of the bomb site, that could work out. But they've gone for a contact play instead. If Zipex gets one of these kills, they should be fine to close out the round. But if he drops it for nothing, they're in trouble. There it is. Nitro finds it. Is there a chance to kill anyone in the cross here? Surely the smoke will block the vision of Device. He'll have to fire off, and nothing connects. Low HP for Naf and Nitro, but the bomb planted 3-on-3, and more importantly, a double AWP setup here to try and retake one of the most notoriously difficult bomb sites here.
And we know how Astralis typically play. They are prone to saving, but they have got cash, at least in some people's palms. They're going to give it a go. The smoke will start to try and dislocate this defense. Liquid dig their heels in. Right, though, that AWP has been swapped out for a rifle. Into the side, Glaive goes back. Turn, he can't finish it, does so now. But now Nitro and Naf pipe up exactly when they need to. Just Device remains, he can't do anything. And Liquid will string together 2 rounds. That's necessary.
Yeah, absolutely. That was crucial to success there. They lost the first pick, and even though Astralis had the man advantage, they pushed towards those B tunnels. It looked like a great move, but Nitro was ready for it. He gets in the nick of time, gets a very important frag, and shuts down their assault. They decide to hightail it to the B bomb site off of that fact. Here are the shots from Astralis. It looked so good for them. It didn't seem possible, though, given that round up, but they're going to have to take the full eco. Remember, we said, yes, they had a full buy in the previous round, but it cost them absolutely everything they had in reserve. As I'll just take 1 Desert Eagle here, and it will be Magisk pushing towards top and middle.
That's something. Give him some credit for that. How different does that previous round look if Zipex continues to fight Nitro? I mean, he fall back into the site, he enabled them to regroup. It's an interesting what if.
That was all down to that one frag with Zipex holding that position. Like I said, if he just gets 1 kill, I'm 100% sure
it's
that round is going for
yeah.
Astralis. Yeah, that would have been done. But he doesn't get anything there. It was a strong position, but the contact play from Liquid is perfect. If you'd run the dribble smoke there and flash through, it would have given it up. He would have been ready and called for a rotation, but he wasn't. And at that point, round falls apart. This one as well looks to be a very similar tale. 5 on 3. Just that Desert Eagle available for Astralis, and Zipex and Glaive with USPs. Doesn't look like they've had much of a fight here. A kill at this stage would be a success in its own right.
Just that 1 Desert Eagle, as you touched on. Nitro's already got full control of B, so the rest is trying to line them up, knock them down. Zipex and Glaive.
I have to say, Alex, yes, Liquid have managed to string some rounds together now, 2 in a row, but it feels like they're rounds where Astralis actually had it in the bag, and a couple of missed shots and some great individual moments there from Liquid have saved the day. Remember, they had 5 players towards long, 10 seconds remaining. It didn't look likely, but they're saving themselves with the individual power, which we didn't see on Vertigo on their T side, so it's never too late to turn up. 4-3, they're absolutely back in this game now, as we'll see another buy from Astralis. They've got 1 AWP for Glaive, actually. He'll be using that weapon going forward. It's into round number 8, and it's 4 M4s around him with no kits.
Okay, so bomb goes down, advantage for Liquid for sure, but question whether or not they can get into those sites. And already first blood drawn, he had the spawn and he took it. Glaive shuts down Stewie early and will get that weapon back in its designated hands of Device. Stewie's
been trying to exploit that long spawn time and time again. Glaive, not one of the main AWPers of the squad, but he had the spawn to challenge him. He manages to pick things up and get them to 5 on 4. Absolutely necessary considering the complexion of their current buy.
We heard the analysts on the desk as well, Chan and Jordan, talking a lot about the opening kills. And yes, redundant on Vertigo, but something to keep your eye on Dust2. Liquid can't let that slip away. Early frags. This one can be forgiven though. Just great thinking man's Counter-Strike coming out from Astralis. Round 8, map 2.
Remember though, no kits here, Alex. If that bomb does go down, regardless of the situation in terms of manpower, there's every chance that they can pull it off. 4 players towards shore right now. They're going to flash over and see whether they can crack open the A sides. Device waiting for them. Zipex and CT spawn. Glaive towards long. They're going to let them have the A side here and just approach this with a retake mentality and use the power and numbers here by the looks of things.
Something Astralis do oh so well. A little bit of early pressure. And it's a nade! What is that? Oh my goodness. Shrapnel in all of the bodies from Team Liquid that still stand on A.
That's so important as well. Now it means those M4s are that much more powerful. The one-tap potential can be equaled as we go into a 5 on 4. Still advantage Astralis, but still a difficult retake with no kits.
He's so close with the AWP. That's not ideal. Naf, he's just going to get caught off. Eye press to the scope. It's down to Elige. Twist has done some of the heavy lifting. 2 frags. The time is on his side. Elige hasn't got a single frag to show for himself here on Dust2. But he's going to be pressured, naded, shot at, they're defusing, he has to get on 3! Elige finds the 4 for Liquid! 1 versus 3! That's what they needed, that's what New York wants to see!
We said it coming into that execution, even though they had a disadvantage there. If the bomb gets planted, there's every chance they can pull that one off. There was a lack of utility, no kit, and Elige stays calm. He takes them down 1 by 1. He had time on his side there, and it works out. Another individual masterpiece there as we tie things up 4-4. Liquid trying to take the lead now as they approach round number 9. They've got a full buy against almost nothing on the Astralis side. P250s and Deagles as once again again they help themselves towards a long area.
I'm calling it now. They are energized. That round could very well be enough to get Liquid competitive here on Dust2. It was their map pick for a reason. Now they've got the adrenaline surging, coursing through their veins. This round should be nothing more than a formality, just some Kevlar vests for 2 members of Astralis. I say should, that's the operative word. We know what the Danes can do with nothing. Never mind a sprinkle, a smattering of Desert Eagle and P250.
Yeah, in today's game, these rounds are so misleading. You think it's a locked deal, a done deal, and it can be anything but, especially against the likes of Astralis. Their crossfires can be overwhelming. Their deagle can just be agonizing. We'll see if Liquid can make this one work. Once again, 5 players towards long. Nitro at the mouth of the bomb site here is going to be flashed in. As the smoke goes down, another smoke comes in, he'll open things up.
Still restrained. They don't want to take any chances here. There isn't a flank just yet, but it's something they're considering. And a bit of a shooting gallery towards CT. They can't find their heads. I'm getting sweaty palms just watching. Still can't find them. How's the flank coming along? Stewie's responsible for it. In the meantime, Dupree given a chance. Naf deals with 1. There's a second. He's ready for it. No worries. Liquid, they will weather this storm unless Glaive has something more to say. Just the one with the P250. That should be it. And it is the lead for Liquid.
Wasn't the prettiest round, Alex, but they all count. 4 players survive as well, so no harm, no foul, that's for sure. But Astralis had them sweating there. The shots weren't landing. You could see it was a little bit overwhelming there towards the A side, but so far so good. Liquid will take the lead as it goes 5-4 here. Another buy available for Astralis, but still a few compromises. Once again, no kits to be found from what I can see so far. Glaive has $1,000 residual cash. Might want to be picking one of those up. Doesn't seem to be the case, though.
Ooh, okay.
Opting against it once more.
We saw it punish them beforehand.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact numbers, but it did feel like 5 seconds had passed on that bomb for Elysia's spectacular play. Still, into round 10, map 2, here in the semifinals of ESL One New York. It happens again. Astralis and Liquid meet. Bit more of a divide this time, and we'll see whether or not the Astralis push for information once again starts to derail their plans. Liquid, this time not investing into that all-in strategies we've seen pay off so far.
Zipex on the scaffolding outside B, and he's in a fantastic position. The B-split's coming in, the smokes are down. Do they check it? Swiss will be the one given the task, and he's not going to, but he surely gets the information here. It's going to be man advantage for Astralis as Glaive continues to apply the pressure here. 3 versus 2, but Nitro, he'll bring things back to an even keel.
That's exactly what they needed. Astralis played it so well. They knew they had the frag on mid, and so retreated out of the site. Now the site is Liquid's. 2 versus 2, 1 close. Glaive's got a nade in his hand, and he's beheaded by Naf. Backs away as well. Lives to fight another day, just Device, 34 HP. I want to just take that up and bring it into the next round. It makes sense.
That's got to be frustrating for Astralis. They'd read this approach so well. They had the setup to shut it down. 3 players toward the B side. Zipex was baited into perfection there, but still looking so scrappy and ready to take these jaws as Liquid managing to close things out to 1 versus 1, but the round will fall in favor of the North Americans here. Nitro starting to come to life now. 2 frags in that round. He's been influential in finding the picks that really are the difference maker. Device to save the AWP, but starting to run out of cash once again. Device can drop 1 weapon. Glaive could even pick up the secondary ore, but on average, they've got about $3,400 per player on the Danish side.
It is actually, you know, the more you talk about it, the more I'm thinking about it. It's very rare to see Astralis so ready for a take. They have 3 people on B. 3 people on B, and it's so rare to see them have that and lose it. So Liquid, it's gonna break the back of Astralis somewhat. Yeah,
they're starting to find their mojo now on the Liquid side. They're taking the piece you would expect. They're landing the shots that seem to be a lock-in most of the time for them. We didn't see that in the second half of Vertigo so much. So round 11 coming in. It will be a tactical timeout now for Astralis. Remember, they saved their AWP. They haven't got to a dangerous position yet here. We do see it's a T-sided map. On the big stage, usually on Dust2, it seems to be a momentum-based affair. Certainly. You'll see a lot of big performances on that T side, and I can confirm Astralis will be buying up into this one. I've got Glaive with the M4A4 and Kevlar so far. Dupree with the Desert Eagle. So is it just going to be a little bit of investment here to back up the fact Device has the orb? They'll try and boost him towards short potentially. I think that's the case. So 1 rifle, a couple of Deagles. They're going to try and keep the money strong here, but they've got every chance of winning this round. But Device has to be a little bit more active than usual.
3 frags for Elige. He had such a spectacular start. Oh, and a double. It should be a double. Dupree, he's bleeding. Tucks himself into the corner, but hunted down. Now Glaive's M4 has been seen. Into the kill feed, they start to react. towards Long. The majority, in fact, all of them are now once again. Jaws theme tune starts to play here in Brooklyn. Glave's on the dank flank. Zipnik's bullet through the smoke. They don't hit anything. Now the battle is on, and Glave's taken down Stewie. That's the head of the defensive snake. Magisk as well with the CZ. They can't get that bomb site safely. Twist does manage to keep things level. That's a huge frag. Goes aggressive towards CT. Now the bomb can go in. They're not ready for this frag, though. Dupree arrives from short.
Hold on. There we go. Twist.
Wow!
That's such a great shot.
What?
Yeah, Dupree, he probably doesn't want to go for this, Alex. He's got 12 HP, the AWP, no kits. He needs a bit of a miracle here to stand a chance. And it's once again Liquid coming back from the dead. It looked like that round was going to slip away from their grasp. It's a done deal at this point, surely. Dupree doesn't have much to work with at all.
That's a lovely position for Twist. It's just a safe one. He knows he's going to have to touch that bomb. He can react accordingly. Low HP, no less. And Dupree going to try and Scarpa. Can he take this frag away?
Oh!
He can't. Orb stays in play for Astralis. Twist will get away with his AK, but that's the big deal, is that 7 here on the T side of Dust2.
They keep finding gaps, and it looks like there aren't any whatsoever. Astralis with the AWP saving the previous round. 1 and 4 from Glaive, which seemed to be the glorious purchase there. He manages to get another flank towards this long position, takes down the AWP prospect of Stewie 2K towards long, applies so much pressure towards that A side, but the man of the hour, Twist, he's stepping up just when Liquid need him in these key situations, gets that bomb down, and once again, no kits is the problem. Dupree can't even think about winning that round. A shot from Naf! Wow. Is that towards the mid doors as he's crossing?
It must have been. Takes Dupree out of the running. That means that B site will be hamstrung. It will just be Zipex. He'll be forced to be responsible for middle and B until they can get the resources moved around. Aggression from Glaive. This makes sense. He wants to try and react. Twist, however, coming ready for it. Heating up now. The Magician, the magnificent Van Dulken. Live from New York. Tags up Nitro. Zipnix, he's doing a great job of keeping hold of the B site. Smoke will lock him out for now, or will it? I'm not sure. No, oh dear, it's gone too far. He had just a little bit of info for the push. It's Twist, though, from behind, leaping into CT to get the bullet into the back of Magisk.
Yeah, absolutely high-flying antics there from Twist once again. A show-stopping round from him. It's going to be a couple of frags that drop down towards CT spawn. They didn't see it coming, and Device will have to try and hold on to the AWP. This is 7 rounds in a row. It's going to be 8 after this one, as Device can do nothing about it. Holding towards the A site, it's Liquid keeping 3 players up at this stage. And Stewie 2K, he knows that Device will be holding on to the sniper, waiting to see if there's any opportunities towards short. That's what Device is at least focusing his attention towards at this stage. Doesn't have to move from the A site. Trying to hold on to the weapon if he can. It's definitely maximum loss bonus for Astralis here. That doesn't necessarily get you over to a full buy on the CT side. Device can drop a weapon. Glaive can buy up this second AWP, but maybe another tactical timeout here required to work out how they operate going into round number 13.
Naf's first blood. We said we'd talk about opening kills some more. Well, there's no quicker one than this. 1 minute 52.
Yeah, that's insane.
Wow.
He's done that a few times this year as well. That's so nuts. You never saw kills like that with the AK coming through. It seems like the Krieg is well versed in that sort of frag, but either way, it's going to be a difficult buy still for Astralis. They do have the saved AWP, but Zipex down to the MP9, focusing more on the utility aspect. I can report they have 1 defuse kit at least, as Device knows he has to try and fight for the opening kill once again. Has been shut down a few times here, blocked by the vision of the smoke, and now it's Device opening things up. Can't get the second. Twist responds once again.
It's a 2-2 split of the CTs, 2 towards B. Dupree and Magisk responsible for that. And actually, Dupree realizing that middle is a threat. Acknowledges it. So much time still on the clock, trying to pull that utility out of Astralis before they commit. Something that Astralis have been praised for multiple times by analysts is keeping hold of that utility, rotting the clock. Dust2, it doesn't really work like that. Liquid can bring the fight to you, and well, talking of bringing the fight, Dupree is thinking about it. Is it timing? It is. Welcome to Counter-Strike. Just as he looks away, 2 members of Astralis fill that void.
Now, they have found successful flanks before, but it's sticking the landing and making the most of it seems to be the problem here. Astralis undetected so far. They've locked him in towards short. Dupree giving them all the information they need on the A side of the map. There'll be 2 players ready and waiting. That's Zipex and Glaive. But Zipex, the only player on the site itself. He has the MP9, remember. He needs his teammates to arrive very quickly here. The full commitment towards A, all the utility being thrown in.
He's done it again. Stewie close quarters. I think he looked away just before the CT arrived, though. Maybe not expecting a second. Zipnix is burning. He's gone. 1 versus 1. Magisk versus Elige. The Molotov's going to lock him out, but he's choosing to push. He's actually going to go and try and find an angle of approach. Lee is tagged, not fragged! It's a ninth! And another clutch won by LA Giggle.
So many clutches, so many difficult situations that Liquid seem to find themselves some wiggle room every single time there. Astralis have got to be so frustrated at this point. It's the MP9 that does just enough to bring it down to the 1 versus 1. But there it is, detecting the flank once again. Stewie 2K with a close range AWP gets in their 9th round on the board as Astralis will take yet another tactical timeout here. They have on average around $4,500 Dupree. With an anomaly, he's got 3,400. So there is a chance for the AWP, but it would be glass cannon for Device. He's currently sat on 8 kills.
Wow, what a turnaround this has been. From Vertigo to Dust2, Liquid had lost 14 rounds in a row. Now they've won 9 back-to-back themselves into map 2 of this best of 3. Their pick, and they're showing us why. I mean, if they close this 11-4, Astralis have got a giant obstacle ahead of them closing this out in 2.
We'll see what can be done here. It's Stewie still on the AWP, hasn't had an amazing performance on the T side. It's his teammates just looking so calm in the really hectic and chaotic situations here. Shot routed off through the mid doors, no damage connecting. Nitro flashing over towards the long position here, gets towards the blue bin. He's got 3 players contesting him here as they flash over. Are they going to try and retake this position? It looks like they absolutely will.
They're hunting down Nitro, but he deals with it. Mounts the Hunter's head on the wall this time. Boosting, oh I love this, but reacting accordingly, Zipex is gone. Device trying to stay, his overstay is welcome perhaps on long, because Stewie's caught him. Just Dupree and Madgis, they're on the other side of the map. This is going to be 10 for Team Liquid. A battle on long, it's exactly what the analysts talked about. Astralis, they want to fight for it. Well, if you're hitting your shots, it's a quick way to get some first blood. Great work. Nitro tucks himself in on that blue bin, and the rest is history.
Yeah, the boost as well. Stewie knew he'd been spotted at that point. He just waits and holds a bit of an off angle there, waiting for the challenge to come in for the CTs. Nails that second shot, and they just have to fight tooth and nail here. Very deep in towards that B side, and Liquid, they've got plenty of money here. They can throw numbers towards this just to put their foot on the throats of Astralis here, and it's going to be double digits. Team Liquid are well and truly back into this semi-final. 10 rounds in a row after, like you said, 14 against them with the 4-0 deficit here on Dust2. It's going to be the final round of the first half. It's going to be bare bones once again for the Danes. They're going to bring out a FAMAS for Dupree, Magus with a M4 and 1 smoke, MP9 for Zipex, a scout for Device. This is desperate at best.
This is a tombola buy.
It absolutely is. And you can see that lovely boost Evans doing, great awareness as they look to close things out in style here. 11-4 looks likely considering the buy here from Astralis. They've tried everything. They've been making great calls. The flanks have worked out perfectly. It's just closing out the round has been the problem.
And the final round of this half, they do what they've never done before. An early B lean. Nitro digs his heels in towards middle. In a dream scenario, he catches the rotate from A. It's going to be a contact play. Device only with a scout. It's a FAMAS. They're not checking the corner. Oh no, they've been punished. A double kill from Dupree. Keeping things level, it's only the scout. Device is desperately trying to connect. And they do find him. 3v2. It's time to get that bomb down.
It's happened again. They get the first 2 picked. It looks like the round is theirs, but Liquid just fight their way out of the B bomb side. They actually have a massive advantage now. It's the M4, the MP9 for Astralis. No kits and 1 smoke between them. Almost no chance they can make this round work, but there's no time to save. They have to try and go for this one. Magus will drop. He had the M4, and Zipex will have to recover the weapon. He's the clutch minister, but surely he can't do anything with this. It would be a mistake from Liquid to even challenge him until he touches the bomb, and there it is. Stewie 2K to close things out, 11-4, recovering from a massive deficit at the start of the round. Every single clutch, every flank detected. It's Liquid looking to take us to a 3rd map. They are looking fantastic at this point. Can they keep it up? You'll have to find out after this break.
Where the sun doesn't go down, and we will drift away until the day the world stops spinning.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back in action. It's map 2, our first semi-final live from ESL One New York. A taste of their own medicine, the Great Danes have fallen 11 rounds consecutively. It was 10 from them on Vertigo. I'm Machine, he's Henry. This is the second half of Dust2.
Yeah, Liquid, though, cannot rest on their laurels. They've had these sort of leads on Dust2 in New York before, and it's fallen apart, most notably against Mouse Sports in a very similar situation. Astralis, one of the most tenacious teams in all of CSGO history. They know they can come back into this one, and it all starts here. Ladies and gentlemen, the second half of Dust2 gets underway. It's 11-4 in favor of Team Liquid, as Astralis will focus their efforts towards along the very start. Magisto slows things right down. There's an aggressive push towards Shore here from Twist, and he's been lighting up headshots all day long. We'll see if he can find a few more here, as his teammate will be going down. That's a Liege.
Oh, Twist, he's ready and willing to take that fight. Actually going for an audacious jump. Hoping to catch a stray one into that presence in lower tunnels. It was Dupree. Glaive tagged and frags. They get another. Just down to 3 now on this pistol. Astralis, they had a fantastic start on Dust2, winning theirs. Now on the T side, though. Split between Long and Short. He needs to hit those bullets. Twist, he's running out of time. He's running out of chances, and I need to shut the hell up. Catches him, now on Carl, and taps away at Dupree to convert. That will be the 12th. Liquid, they can run away with this if they keep their, I don't want to say it, yeah, hands around the throat of Astralis. They really have.
You don't want to say it, but you did.
Yeah,
I love it.
I had nothing else.
It will be Astralis.
Didn't want it to get too kinky too early.
Yeah, save the gold for later, you're right. It will be Astralis, though. It looks like maybe a force spike coming in early. You don't necessarily see this too often. They wouldn't necessarily want to do this, but it's 2 scouts, 2 or 3 deagles, I beg your pardon. No bomb planted, and a bit of a desperate spot for them here. 12-4 down. They lose this. It could be a 14-4 scoreline, so have the full eco going to that next round.
Double scouts, Henry.
Yeah.
They just want to find a way in.
Short control. As Astralis will try and probe towards the A side. This will be a lead to challenge first, though. Does significant damage towards Device and Glaive here, but is it enough to dissuade them? They seem to be falling back here. Astralis give this round up. You can call Dust2 as good as done at this point. They'll have almost nothing to try and get back into the game. 1 minute hits, and at this stage, it looks a little bit clumsy from Astralis, walking through the mid doors to almost certain death, considering Stewie2K's position and the push from Elige here.
Yeah, he gets spotted, but that doesn't matter. Sure, the dig is up, but their weapons are better than theirs. Easy for Liquid, wrapping this one up, putting a bow on it. It's tidy, and so is that from dupreeh. We've seen crazy rounds with the Desert Eagle in his grasp, but this one, I think, too tall of an order.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. He has got the scout, all the utility you could possibly ask for, a Desert Eagle, and the bomb, everything. But at this stage, Liquid surely don't give him any wiggle room whatsoever. It's now to close things out. And like I said, 13-4 will quickly become 14 because you cannot justify really any sort of investment here. This is going to come down to a 14-4 scoreline. Astralis have to play a perfect game after this one. The most they bring it to round number 18 is going to be a Desert Eagle in the hands of dupreeh, just because he had a bit more money than his other teammates, because he got a kill in the previous round. It will be a timeout as well. I don't even know what you discuss at this stage. You just go for another force buy, knowing that it's going to be too much of a tall order to try and come back from a 14-4 deficit. At least need the bomb down at this stage. It has to happen.
If you were theory crafting as well, you remember how many players from Liquid were still standing. You know that their buy it's not likely they're going to be replacing those weapons. You know you're going to go up against perhaps the Scout. We saw Naf pick that one up. There are some SMGs in play. That's devil's advocate for buying here, as alongside your thoughts on it being insurmountable at 14.
P250s.
That's the call.
A Desert Eagle, no armor, no nades. They know they need a miracle to make this round work, but at the very least, they do need a bomb plant here. Device will go full eco, knowing he needs the AWP to carry them through this second half of Dust2. A very desperate situation now for the Danes. Default setup from Astralis. Can't really do anything this Alice. You haven't even got a smoke to gain you access to any part of the map. How do you get real estate here? Also towards short.
An exciting prospect as well. For those of you that missed it, Overpass is our third.
Yes, absolutely.
Astralis, they win their map pick. Potentially Liquid here win theirs, but Overpass, that's both of these teams' playgrounds in a very big way.
Both very well versed in it, both been absolutely exceptional on it this year as well. Team Liquid starting to drop off slightly on that map, but it's what defined them with this new lineup. When Adren came in as coach as well, it's where they started to look their very best. We started to see a new look from Liquid, a much slower paced game, more methodical. But for now, Astralis do probe towards shore, trying to find any sort of point of access at this stage. It's Naflight to defend with the scouts. Elige will be joining in with the M4A4. I just don't see a world where Astralis get his bomb down, but I would love to be proven wrong.
dupreeh's Deagle could prove you wrong. That's the only way. Tags up a couple with the scout, and actually dupreeh's Deagle is the first in the feed. Just the one though, Elige. Speaking of feed, he's hungry, and he just managed to get all four. Unbelievable stuff. He is insatiable. Just quickly making sure things don't get out of control. Pick four.
They could have spiraled there,
It really
especially with the first headshot coming in from Astralis. They managed to remove this scout prospect of Liquid there, but it's Elige staying calm under pressure. Lovely angle here. He knows he's not going to be under too much threat from flashbangs or molotovs or anything like that. He can hold like a turret and mow them down, and more importantly, deny that plant. Looking to close things out quickly here. It's 14-4, but Device, he had to save this AWP. He just about affords it with no armor, and he gets the first kill. Stewie2K, audacious at the start of round number 19, will be dropped as he pushes towards shore.
Yeah, where was he off to? He had dinner plans. Quick catch, gives Astralis a way back in. Heard you the first time, dupreeh. Actually, look at this from Naf. Going to be falling off of short. That is now, you could describe as a gap. The presence from middle has pulled the CTs there.
Well, here we go. A classic boost here. Looking towards short. And Astralis aren't blinking just yet. They've got that advantage of waiting to see what kind of reaction is going to come out from the CTs here. It's one of the few maps we could say when you get an opening pick, you can sit back and see what the CTs have to do here. They have to reclaim territory. They need to get some sort of advantage here. They can't allow a full execution to come in. And Liquid still holding strong. Time is running out for Astralis. They come at the 45-second mark. They still have the majority of their utility. Looking likely to be a B split here with the current smoke, and Elige is going to push through. This could be enough here. It's chaotic. It's difficult to keep up, but it will be a 3 versus 2. Make it even now as Device and Magus are left with the AWP and a Krieg and 30 seconds remaining.
They have to make a choice, and I think they've sussed it out. Nafi's going to arrive a little late to the party, though. Magiska's already there, and he's happy. Even more so now he's found the frag, a chance to make it a 1v1. The bullet connects through the door. 20 seconds, 1 versus 1. Device with an AWP and a bomb. Has to get it down on B. A missed shot gives Nitro a second chance. He has the kit. Doesn't necessarily need to contest this, but with 10 seconds, he knows the pressure's on Device. Every second that ticks away is almost a free frag. Device,
he faked it. He had no time, no time.
He's pulled it out, takes the fight, misses the shot. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's 15 for Liquid.
An incredibly difficult situation there for Device.
What a gamble.
He had nothing he could really do. He goes to the fake plant there, and as soon as there's no blink from the CT side, he has to just swing out. There was no time. It has to read 4 at the top for you to get a successful plant down there. His options were go for the full commitment and risk the push coming in, or fake it out. And if he doesn't get the frag, he's going to run out of time. It's map points for Team Liquid. 15-4 now. Device gets no money as well. He's got Glock, no armor going into this round.
Oh, this
is disastrous.
Oh, they've got nothing. It will just be a four-man show for Astralis, and Elige's looking to change that. Instead, Magisk. Opening frag. That will be a weapon for Device to scavenge away as well. And from scavenging to scurrying, Nafi's caught in limbo. What do you do now? They're already out. And from behind, Glaive strikes. It's a double kill. Astralis, firm grasp on this round. Metro will find the 1, but that's all they can really do at this point. They're going to be completely locked out. There's no chance we'll be able to find a way back into the A site, and it's courtesy of, well, Glaive through long.
A faster approach there from Astralis. It works out for them. It keeps them alive for now. Glaive with 2 frags and the backstab there. A double spray down in Stewie 2K, and Nitro will have to hold on to their weaponry. And will be the AWP recovered for Glaive. It will be 15-5. That means 10 rounds in a row from Astralis.
Don't even think about it, Henry.
I'm thinking about it.
Why are you thinking about it?
I'm considering
already?
it.
You crazy cat.
I feel like there's a chance. Whenever Astralis are on the server, against Team Liquid, there's a bit of history there, Alex.
I mean, you want to talk history? Team Liquid in 15, a number that previously, as an org, weren't particularly fond of.
I don't think there's any signs of danger just yet for Liquid, but it's nice to build up a narrative. No, it's nice to kind of get it just brewing nicely.
I love you and hate you for sowing that seed. We'll see, we'll see.
It's round 21. So Astralis still in this for now. It's Glaive that delivers the goods there. He gets the double spray down towards CT spawn. It's a round that will give them a full buy at least. Remember, Device came into a Glock, no armor. He didn't get any money off that, dying after the round expired in the previous round. Dupree currently on the Glock. He does get an AK in the end, and May just makes his way out towards long here. No weapons on 2 players of Team Liquid, but there is headshots. Elite opening things up.
Looking to stand, trying to level the playing field somewhat. Twist only with a sidearm. He's got the CZ. Same can be said for Naf. Dupree, in the meantime, does cut down the aforementioned. This is not the weapon for the job. Twist, he'll do the best with what he's got. 3 players staring down the headshot angle. 1 bullet would do. He's down to 5. Is it enough to deter them? They stand. No support available. He's locked in. He's doing everything to rock that clock as best he can. Does find himself a pistol, but it costs him his life. Ran out of bullets.
Yeah, this is difficult now. Stewie 2K and Nitro once again. Both holding towards a similar position. The bomb is down towards those long doors. You can see Astralis putting the brakes on once again, waiting to get a bit of intel, try and confirm this, make it a 100% situation instead of a bit of a gamble. Don't need to force anything here. All that's important is they get the round on top of the scoreboard. Device holds. All 4 players now committed towards long. They have 1 smoke, 2 Molotovs, and a flashbang.
They're going to line something up. What utility do they have? 1 smoke for the cross, so there would be a gap should they smoke the cross. Nitro and Stewie to be tested. Entry frag extraordinaire, Dupree at the front of the pack. And the flash, oh, the timing's not bad. They're playing anti-flash though, and the trade comes in. Astralis handled well. They're anticipating some aggression, but in the meantime, 18 seconds was left on the clock. Dupree handles it. Great work from Astralis, ensuring that doesn't fall foul.
4 kills there for Dupree. Fantastic round from him. That was the force from Liquid trying to close things out, steal that round away. And now Astralis will be able to build up some momentum here. It's going to be the full eco for sure for Team Liquid. USP is a Deagle. They've got 1 HE grenade. That's purchased by Naf. No smoke for the cross, which is going to make things difficult. It's going to telegraph where they're positioned at the start of the round as to how many numbers make their way towards that B side of the map. And it's going to be just the 1 for now. And is that enough to bait Astralis over? Because they have actually gone for a late cross in the end.
A bit of damage. 15-6. Stark contrast to Vertigo, and Sui's Deagle does find Dupree.
Yeah, it's a nice shot. That's towards the upper B tunnels there, and at this stage, 4-on-4, but no weapon recovered, that's for sure. Stewie actually looking to push in towards B potentially as the bomb rotates. Glaive by himself, he knows he's the most important member right now. If that bomb goes down, they're in a lot of trouble. Should be absolutely fine here for the Danes as he goes to join the pack, once again focusing towards long. Liquid have got 3 players towards lower at this point, so unfortunately for them, yes, they get information it's not a B attack, but with just USPs, that's not going to do much for them.
Oh,
like that.
Oh, that's just sexy Counter-Strike. That looks fun.
They got the AK.
Yeah, with style, no less, but nothing more than that. Glaive, he's going to catch a glimpse, and I think he's going to piece together this one, perhaps an acceleration towards A. Seeing that CT cowering in lower tunnels, the puzzle becomes a little more clear. They've got all the edgy bits, the corners of the comeback puzzle. Nice bug from Glaive. Cautious for the flank, and the bomb does go down. It's miles away, and actually, he knows this is his only responsibility. He just has to handle doors. He's taking his time with it.
Oh, that's not bad from Glaive. A stylish kill for a stylish man. It will be Twist left, though. He's got the AK-47 recovered from the corpse of Dupree. Round will certainly go in favor of Astralis here, but can he find any more damage? Waiting for any footsteps towards CT spawn. His best bet is to try and stay alive at this stage. He's got a Molotov in reserve as well, holding, and he'll be absolutely fine. But it's 7 on the board now for Astralis. Just to keep up, it's going to take 8 rounds in a row now for overtime. Now remember, Liquid managed to do that no problem in the first half. There's no reason why Astralis can't replicate that form. We've said these T-side performances have land-side scorelines. Even at the major, we noticed it. Like every game on Dust2 seemed that these big T-sides and the CT sides would crumble. Now with the scoreline and the implication that Liquid have the map point already, it should be a done deal. But you never know, Alex. You never know.
And when you remind everyone that Astralis are on the other end of the server,
exactly,
defying odds is something they do weekly. Making the impossible possible. 1 round is all Liquid need, and Zipex, stunning! Does manage to get traded by Twist, and out Lee's dropping down, catches another aggression from mid. It was Magisk. There was a partner in crime. This time, Glaive doing the dance. Won't be ready to take the fight. Now they start to regroup. Astralis, they're going to want to slow this one down, slow their roll. They've lost 2 players, and they cannot afford to concede again. The crowd wants to see third map now. Overpass is where this goes. Should Stewie handle B? Glaive from middle as well.
It's the same scenario as Zipex found himself in before. If Stewie gets one, it should be done. Can he find it? He can't. 2-on-2 now. Astralis pull this one right back. It will be up to Device and Dupree. A clean plant coming in. And in terms of the rotation, it's Nafly heading towards the tunnels from T-spawn. Twist waits patiently outside B. They do not have any kits currently, but Twist recovers one. Now for the AWP. Is this where they want to try and close things out? They want to hold on to the weaponry as they start to probe towards the side. Looks like they're absolutely going for it, but no grenades available.
He had a chance. He had a shot, and now he's been punished. The double Ds, Dupree and Device, have done it. They keep it going. They keep the ball rolling. And Astralis have got another shot.
They absolutely have. Starting to wake up now, starting to look dangerous. They've got nothing to lose at this stage. They've already conceded map point. Going to play their game, take it round by round, and just continue to completely overwhelm the Liquid defense there. And it looked like they didn't have a chance, but 1 player toward the B site. Again, Stewie 2K gets 1 there. It should be done. The shot towards the platform is everything there. Doesn't connect.
He's going to be slapping himself. He's really not going to like that. Especially if we start seeing that gap close, it will haunt him. For now, Alicia pressure towards middle, and they're trying to find something. Actually connects. And then again, on to Dupree. Can they retreat? There's a Molotov, though. He's going to be caught in a rather fiery place. And going to get away for quite the price.
The double Molotov there. Looked like there was a kill available, but Leach does get away with 41 HP. NOA boost once again towards middle. And we'll see Twist is dropping off there. Oh, Glaive could be in trouble here. But no, he recovers. Absolutely stunning stuff there. Open B bomb site. Crisis averted, at least for now. Glaive needs to get the hell out of there. Drops the smoke and allows him to patrol lower B for a little bit longer. Bomb to be planted, and Glaive really starting to look quite dangerous at this point. There it is, his 3rd kill coming in. Another clean round for Astralis. It's going to be 15-9 here as Nitro's all the way in towards T-spawn. Doesn't look likely he'll recover a weapon here, but they do have cash going into the next round, Alex. This will be maximum loss bonus after giving this round up, meaning they get $3,400 per player on the Liquid side, and they already have $2,000. The double AWP setup is certainly possible. You'll probably see Stewie and Naf wield that, and Nitro picks it up from time to time, but that's usually the standard setup with Naf like focusing towards the A site, Stewie towards B, but we've talked about it. Nitro and Stewie towards that B bomb site. They have troubles there, especially against lesser buys. Now, that won't be a problem here, considering the situation they found themselves in, but it can be a talking point on the Dust2 for Team Liquid.
Keep our eye on it. Gap continuing to close. You sowed the seed early. And Astralis, well, they are looking poised to take a shot here. Round 25, map 2. Liquid, they've been on match point for a while now. 5 rounds back-to-back for Astralis.
And there's the double AWP setup. We expected it. Glaive, this was just a masterpiece.
Sometimes it looks like he knows. He had a nade in his hand, and he changed his mind. Switches to the AK as the push comes in. Dealing with Naf, dealing with it all. It doesn't look awkward. It doesn't look stressful. Nonchalant. Another round, this time with weapons. Henry set the scene perfectly. The double AWPs are out, and in Naf and Stewie's hands. 5 frags away from a third map, but Astralis looking to do what they've done 5 times already this half.
This is like one of the most difficult rounds to pick up against Astralis. You've got 15 on the board, you've got it nice and early, but it doesn't matter until it reads 16. You get as close as you like, but you've got to find that all-important round, and your mentality can shift. You can start playing more passive. You lose that killer instinct. You're just trying to close things out with crossfires, and that's where Astralis will just devour. Exactly, they'll devour their opponents with that mentality. They know that Liquid are feeling the pressure somewhat here. 1 kit. Lack of utility overall, but as we mentioned, that double AWP setup, it should be Stewie towards the back of B. He is, and Nitro backing him up with the same setup Astralis had with a lead towards scaffolding as well. They're trying to bait him in as much as they can and fend off the potential B split. Naf holding towards a car at A, twists in the long doors. That's a great position. We've seen plenty of pushes there from Astralis. Is he that way inclined as well? Is he just happy to hold that position?
Time has passed, 39 on the clock. No real map control gained. I think they've been given short, and Dupree's checked that. Shots from Nitro. They have the crossfire established. It looks like they're coming towards B. Stewie's going to be pressured, and already one from Elige. But this AWP, it's not going to be good close quarters. Or in Stewie's hands, perhaps it will. Closing the gap, they come in fast. Magisk already gets one. Bullet through the door connects as well. Xipex's molly catches Stewie. He's locked out of the sight. 2 remain, 1 remain. It's over. We're going to a third map. Liquid close it. Dust2 is theirs. We see overpass.